Absolutely, you can be queer and ace. I am queer and ace. If we're going to get technical about it, being ace is queer. We pick the words to describe our experiences. We pick the words that articulate how we move through the world and how we relate to other people. We pick the words that help us find other people that share our experiences so that we can build community with them. So if ace and queer are the words that do that for you, absolutely use them. That is what they are for.
So first off, I just want to say that I acknowledge, this is a totally tough situation, and there can be some very difficult feelings attached to this, and I totally get that. I think it's important not to frame your husband's possible asexuality as the problem, and to refocus that energy around the possible issues in communication in your relationship. Successful relationships are successful because both people come to the table regularly and have open and honest communication with each other about their needs and their wants and their expectations and their boundaries. So if you and your husband aren't talking about those things, if you're not talking about what you think a healthy, satisfying, consensual sex life looks like, what you want from each other, what you need from each other, what will make you happy, what makes him happy. If you're not talking about those things, you're cutting your relationship off at the knees, basically. So, you have to talk about it. It's not a comfortable conversation. It's not a pleasant conversation, but you've got to talk about it. And if you're wanting to make an ace-allo relationship work, you have to be open-minded and willing to entertain all of the possible solutions to that. Not just the limited ones that would replicate or get you closer to an allo-allo relationship. In my relationships, that means polyamory. One of the ways that my partners and I navigate this space is by being open to having other partners so that we can not just rely on each other for things that we want, that we can go and find those things in other people. I'm not saying polyamory is an answer for everyone, but it is an example of how you have to be open to other relationship solutions. But it's really, really important that you don't come to the table with the idea that my husband's potential asexuality is the problem. Someone's identity is not the problem. Who they are is not the problem. The problem is how the two of you are coming together to respect and honor and strengthen each other's identities within the relationship. So you just gotta focus on how to navigate that between each other and not lay the blame at someone's identity.
Well, I see you have a beard, a sturdy frame, and tattoos. Excuse me while I take off my clothes.
Absolutely. And if I am to be honest, there are still some days where I think, did I really try everything available to me? Am I just missing something and I actually am allo? The messages of the dominant culture are incredibly powerful, and we internalize those all the time. So the dominant culture messages that being asexual is bad and wrong, it's inevitable that those are going to get in your head because they're around us all the time. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to kind of sit with that for a second, but you have to always come back to knowing who you are. And also giving yourself grace when you don't. Being something the world says you shouldn't be is a very hard thing to do, and it takes a lot of courage and emotional labor and strength. You're gonna stumble sometimes. That's okay.
First of all, it's important to recognize this is totally normal. It's hard to be something in the world that the world thinks you shouldn't be. So having days when you question it or struggle with it, totally expected. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Identity is hard, and it's a process. So don't think that you're just gonna flip a switch and everything will be okay. Your identity is something you're gonna build over the course of your whole life. So, enjoy the process. Enjoy the really good days when you're super confident, and be patient with yourself on the days when you don't.
Oh my god.
Full Metal Alchemist! Full Metal Alchemist.
Asexual people can absolutely have sex. And it doesn't matter what part of the spectrum they fall under. Asexual folks can have sex. Asexuality is only about not or rarely experiencing sexual attraction. It has nothing to do with behavior. So to anyone that says that you can't be asexual if you are having sex, shenanigans, tomfoolery, hogwash, and balderdash. Don't let gatekeepers tell you what you know is true about who you are. I thought today was a good day to remind you of how strong you are. It takes strength to question your identity. It takes strength to accept yourself fully and authentically. It takes strength to come out and be yourself visibly in the world. It takes strength to navigate the closet until you're ready. Wherever you are on your journey, you're strong. Celebrate that today.
I mean, I like this, but it could be better. Now, this is a delicacy.